I'm Don Carter, Director of E-Learning at Northern Arizona University. So I've been involved in these kinds of things for forever. We were looking for something that would do several things for us. We wanted low bandwidth as an option, so we tested that. We looked at ease of use. We looked at integration with our course management system, which right now is WebCT Vista. So we're looking at those kinds of features and trying to make sure that we had something that would scale and be able to roll out in a simple support model. How are people using this? Well, we've got a lot of different ideas of what we want to do, and we have a few of those implemented. The very first use actually was in chemistry, where they've actually recorded their presentations, and so that was the very first use. And now they're also using it for office hours. And I have a couple faculty that actually they have office hours like Saturday at 9 o'clock at night, and the students just absolutely love that. And what they do is the students come in, they have different questions. If they have similar questions, they'll send them to breakout rooms, and so several students will work together and they'll work on a problem and then come back to the faculty member, and another group will be working in another room, and so they can manage several groups at once. In nursing, we're starting to bring in outside experts, so we can have someone from, for example, the Mayo Clinic in Chicago, who will come in and spend a few minutes giving a class presentation, take questions and answers, and then be an outside contact for the students. Actually, the library is providing instruction for the freshman composition classes, and we have freshman composition that's delivered at the 26 sites around the state. And instead of the librarians having to travel to all these different sites and give that 20-30 minute introduction into library resources, they can now do it via Elluminate. As far as ease of use and the accessibility of it, we've heard from students that they just love that connection, that asynchronous, occasional connection. As far as ease of use, to them it's just click on a URL and they're there. There's a lot of new things coming, but the students that we actually call them digital natives, and the faculty are the digital immigrants. And the real challenge is to try and figure out how to get the faculty to use the technology to meet the students halfway. But the students, they want the faculty to come halfway. They want them to meet them and try to find not only from a learning effective manner, but the connection. That's what they're really looking for. It's amazing, when a student doesn't show up for class, if you email them and say, well, where were you? I missed you today. Sure. It's amazing the student response. I mean, it's like, oh, this faculty member, understands, cares enough to at least use that technology. But the real challenge is the disruptive nature of this to traditional faculty lives. They see this as something that really gets in the way of what they want to do, but they've got to understand they have to do what the students want and what the students really need, which is that connection from that expert. But I think we're at a critical juncture now where the individual desktop tools, the connection tools, the internet, those kinds of networking tools are really at a stage where they are not just at the pro level, they're at the consumer level. And what I mean by that is that for not too many dollars, anyone at their desktop at home can connect with this kind of technology. And that's where I see this, that now it can actually happen.